Boys, we just got our first
The
sale.
cost per click on this ad set is like 93 cents.
$3,910.52 made.
I'm sitting $500 down the drain. I've tested over 5 products this week and none of them have hit.
We're on product test number 3 for the week right now.
I surf scaled my way to $270 spent and made $700 just like that.
Wow. How did we end up here?
Ever since high school, I started a bunch of dropshipping and e-commerce stores, turned some of those stores into brands, and was able to make over 6 figures in profit doing that. But ever since then, I basically started teaching people how to dropship and sold a mentorship program. But I've been so busy doing that, selling that course, that I basically stopped actually dropshipping. And instead of doing dropshipping, I'm teaching people how to dropship. And this is a problem because essentially, I'm kind of a fake guru. I mean, think about it. I'm someone who teaches people to do something that he himself is not doing. I have essentially become what my younger version, the person who built this channel, I've become what that guy hated. A fake guru. So that's why I need to go ahead and actually start up a Shopify dropshipping store. Scale that up to about, I don't know, 100K in revenue, keep about 25 to 35,000 of that in actual profit. Why? To prove to you guys that I'm not another fake guru. That I'm actually someone who has the skills, has the abilities to actually make money online. Anyway, to prove that I was not a fake guru, the first step was gonna be a product. We needed a good product, but we needed something that I like to call product ad market fit. That is when you make an ad that is so good that it convinces people to buy a product. If you're a dropshipper, the only value you make is in the ad or in the marketing. If you can market really well, you can make a lot of money. And so, how do you make a good ad? Well, before we get to that point, we still need to go to the product. We need to find good products. So how do you find a good product? MyNia. It is a product research tool that essentially scrapes the entire internet, all the social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, literally, they scrape all of these and find the best or the top winning products. So you need to go to MyNia and actually find a decent product. And no, this is not sponsored by MyNia. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have found a nice product, first product this is the product that I think we're gonna go ahead and test. This is the product that I believe in. This is the product that I believe will get us a ton of attention, get us a ton of, money, basically make us money. It is a dress that slims down your waist and acts as a dress. It's 2 in 1. So first, it slims down your waist, give you that hourglass figure. And then also, it is also a beautiful dress that any girl would be so happy to wear, I think. Not that I would know, because I'm obviously not a female, so I wouldn't know. I believe in this dress, honestly, because I basically came up through selling female products. That's how I got my start in the game. Again, not homosexual in any way. So anyway, I found this product on MyNia, which is the product research product finding software that I use, and the reason I like it is because it gives you the product and then it gives you ads that you can go ahead and use to test. But anyway, I have 3 ads that are selling this exact product that I basically all got from MyNia, and I'm kind of excited about this product. And now it's time to move on to building this website. It's now time to go and building your website. And when it comes to building a website, use Shopify. Shopify is like the #1 platform in the world for websites, so yeah, use that. And then you build and design your website. And guys, this is arguably one of the more important parts. When you design your website, it needs to look incredible. It needs to look superb. Why? Because honestly, let's be honest, guys, we are selling a cheap product from China. Your ad is not going to be able to convince someone too much. Your ad can't do all of the heavy lifting. Your website also needs to look the part. Your website needs to look trustworthy. It needs to convince someone that, hey, this is not a cheap brand, and actually, this is something that I might want to be buying. And this was the website that we built. Pretty decent, nice little animations going on, and it just looked pretty decent. I liked it personally. And then I ran a $100 CBO campaign, put all the ads inside, and basically the CBO campaign was there to find out which ad was gonna get us some goddamn money.
Okay, so what am I talking about? CBOs, campaigns, testing ads, cost per clicks, and click-through rates? What the hell am I saying? Well, let me break it down. So essentially at this point, we already have 3 different ads that we've got from MyNia. The point of these ads is to get people to buy from our website. These ads are supposed to convince people to buy. Once they see them, they'll want to buy. But how do we get people to see these ads? We will pay TikTok a certain amount of money to promote our ads to people scrolling on TikTok. In this case, $100 in a CBO. But what's a CBO and why are we spending $100 on that? Well, CBO stands for Campaign Budget Optimization. It means once we upload our ads onto TikTok, we're going to give TikTok $100. And then that TikTok algorithm will spend that $100 on the ad that's getting the best results. Essentially, it will test the ads and see which ones are getting the best results and then spend most of the budget on that ad. Because yeah, we might have 3 different ads, but that doesn't mean that they're all going to work. Some ads are gonna be good and get us some sales, and some ads are gonna be garbage and make us lose money. And so how do we know if an ad is gonna be good or not, if it's gonna get us results or not? Well, that can be broken down to 3 things. Number 1, is the ad getting us sales or conversion?
Boys, we just got our first sale.
If the ad is getting us sales, then it is a good ad. Number 2, is the cost per click low?
The cost per click on this ad set is like 93 cents.
Meaning, is the cost per click below 50 cents? This means it costs us less than 50 cents to get people to click and watch our ad. Thus the word cost per click. And number 3, is our click-through rate above 1%.
Click-through rate, they're seeing at around 40%.
Basically, if our click-through rate is above 1% or our CTR is above 1%, then that means you have a good ad that people are actually enjoying. So to break this all down, essentially, we're gonna give TikTok $100 to test whether our ads are good and going to make us money. We will know if the ad is good if the ads are getting us, number 1, sales, a low cost per click, or number 3, a high click-through rate. Anyway, let's see how we did on day 1 of testing this product.
Okay, so it is right now day 1 and we're sitting at 0 sales. And the reason for that is because our ads are pretty bad. If you're looking at our click-through rate, they're sitting at around 40% when they should be sitting at 1 to 2%. So basically our ads are 4 times as bad as they should be. Now, yeah, listen, day 1, you don't always expect sales, but I won't lie, I was incredibly disappointed. Why? Because dude, I put so much time into this store and it just didn't work. It didn't even have day 1 metrics. On day 1, you can expect things to not be 100%. Maybe you got a sale, but it's not really profitable. It took you way too long to get that sale. But for me to have such bad metrics, like it was so bad, like it was garbage. It's almost like I had done nothing. At this point, I had 2 options. One was to either create more ads selling the same product just until we find a good ad that people would like, or we just scrap the product and find a new product entirely. So I decided to change the product.
Okay, so I've gone ahead and been able to find a clean product that I actually think I enjoy a little bit better than the product that we just sold, which basically didn't get us any sales and basically sent me into a little bit of a depression. But essentially, I found a product that I like a little bit more. It's this women's waist shaping, waist slimming product that I think could get us some sales. And so what I'm gonna do is basically just get some ads for that product and then just start running those ads. And how am I gonna ensure that basically we improve on the last time and we actually don't do the same mistakes? Simple. I'm gonna do 2 things. Number 1, make better ads. Number 2, make more ads. That's it. Make more and better ads, and then we're gonna test those ads with a higher budget just to find the most effective ad. That's literally it. That's literally I'm gonna show the world that I'm not a fake guru, that I'm someone who is skilled in the art of getting cheap products from China, building beautiful websites around them, and then marketing those products as though they are American manufactured pieces of art, which is pretty much every company in the world.
So after we found that new product, I basically did the exact same thing. I basically just built up another website and then built up 5 more creatives, 5 more ads. And honestly, guys, I'm putting in a ton of work into these ads. I don't want you guys to think I'm just quickly putting this stuff together. I'm literally spending 45 minutes per ad. So 5 ads at 45 minutes per ad, that's like what? 4 hours? I'm putting all those ads into one $100 campaign, and I'm trying to find which ads are gonna perform the best. Again, the campaign will try to spend all the money on the ad that's performing the best. And once I find that ad with the best metrics, I can now scale. Basically just keep spending more on that ad. That's essentially what dropshipping is at the marketing level. Yeah, at this point I was a bit disappointed that I hadn't been profitable and successful, but I didn't think it was that bad because I found a better product to test and get me out of that testing phase and into that scaling phase. Because once you find a winner and it becomes time to scale and get your numbers up, well, that's when things get fun. I'm talking making $2,000 in a day fun. Before I get ahead of myself, what happened on the second product test? Now, after day 2 of running these ads, I did get 1 sale, but from 1 ad group, but the other ads all failed. And so what did I do? Again, guys, very simple. I just got rid of the ads that weren't performing well, and then I put more money on the ad that was performing well. Like, this is not rocket science.
Okay, so it is nighttime right now. Forgot to update you guys on this morning what happened, but today's day 3, day 4. But essentially, we've got 4 sales, which is good for us. So that's a good positive. But the negative is that we're unprofitable with those sales. But that still doesn't really matter because like the first couple of days, you've got 4 sales, which is a good thing because it means the ad is working. It means the ad is converting. The ad is making people want to buy. So my job now is to basically just let the ads optimize and just let that ad keep optimizing and get us more sales over time. I'm kind of excited right now because this is like that first step where you kind of get that like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Everything's on track. Now it's time to just let everything fall into place.
I still decided that 4 sales is pretty decent, so I kept spending over and over again until we basically stopped making sales and the ad became garbage. And this is where I started falling for beginner mistakes that honestly, I honestly don't even know how I did it. But essentially, when you basically start dropshipping and you find a winning ad, an ad that's making you money, you get excited. You get happy. I mean, come on, you're making some money now. The problem is when that ad goes from being good to being bad, it becomes hard to take your emotion out of it and just stop spending on the ad. Every time you spend money on the ad, you kind of feel like, oh, a sale's coming. A sale's coming, baby. I can feel a sale. But the reality is there is no sale, man. Like there's no freaking sale. Like you're wasting money. get the money out of the ad group, get the money out of there, and stop spending on a losing product just because it's got you sales 3 days ago.
So at this point, I was really angry at myself because I was falling for beginner mistakes. I was acting like an amateur. I had let my emotions get the better of me. Now I'd spent like 5 days only testing 2 products. I really believed that I was going to make money on those products, so much so that I decided to keep spending on losing products that I knew deep down weren't gonna make me money. I was basically doing what beginners do, and beginners always overspend on losing products, and I'd done all of this because I was acting with emotion. I wanted to prove that I'm good at dropshipping and I know what I'm doing, so I kept spending and spending and spending. I completely forgot about my formula, completely forgot about my strategy, and now I had nothing to show for it. Essentially, I'd wasted a week of hard work on these 2 losing products.
If I was following the normal structure that I normally follow when I dropship, I would have tested 5 products at this point, tested multiple different creatives, actually more than 15 creatives. But no, my arrogance and my cockiness now mean that I'm sitting $500 down the drain, no clear direction. Like I have no idea what to do next. I literally have to start from zero. So what am I gonna do? Like what's the next steps? Like what do I do with this? Simple. So I'm gonna be more conservative. We're gonna test more products. We're gonna test more ads, and we're gonna be more aggressive with our ads. Like if our ads are not showing any signs of life on like the first day or 24 to 48 hours, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna kill it early. I'm not gonna let it run. If it's like a $3 cost per click or $2 to $3 cost per click and I don't like the ad, it's gone. If it's like a click-through rate of less than 1%, it's gone. If it's like a cost per acquisition that's just unfavorable, it's gone. Like just any metric that shows even a sign of it not being great, cut. And that's just a strategy. More aggressive. Now, after this, I would like for the next scene to be me basically becoming successful. Oh, I just started working hard and everything worked out. But that's not at all what happened. Like realistically, that's not how online business works. That might be how my past videos make it seem. Like, oh, it's really easy. But right now, I really want to be authentic with you guys and show you that the online world, it's possible to make money, but it's just not really easy. Because after that moment, we found and tested 5 different products.
We're in product test number 3 for the week right now.
Tested 19 different ads.
I'm still out here searching for that winning ad.
Spent over $500 testing all those ads.
So that's like $389 on tests for this week.
At this point, we tested over 8 different products, spent hours making 19 different ads, and spent well over $900 without being profitable. That's the truth. I won't lie. I definitely had my doubts. And those doubts of thinking that maybe I don't know what I'm doing, those ideas, like I won't lie, man, like they did start to creep into my mind. I won't lie. I have been procrastinating over the past like 2 days. Just basically couldn't get started on another dropshipping product, couldn't get started on testing on anything. I've just basically done nothing. I've been sleeping all day, all night long, watching Netflix on repeat. And honestly, I think it's because like I've tested over 5 products this week and none of them have hit. Like none of them have actually, I mean, some of them have been okay, but none of them have hit, making me money. I'm not profitable. I'm starting to get like maybe that imposter syndrome. Like maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I shouldn't be a guru because, or like anything. I don't know. I'm just, yeah. At this point, I was definitely questioning myself, questioning whether or not I knew what I was doing. I mean, at this point, I hadn't run a dropshipping store in like 3 or 4 months because I was running my e-com brands and I hadn't found a new dropshipping winner in like 5 months. And so I was wondering if I still even knew what it took, if I still had what it takes. And so I definitely had that imposter syndrome, that thing of like, hey, am I actually a guy that knows how to dropship, or am I just a guy that teaches people how to dropship? Now, at this point, some of you guys are watching this video like, what is even the point of this? Like, why would I ever try dropshipping? It definitely looks like something that, I don't know, not worth it. I mean, look, I've spent over $900 and I haven't even made a profit. Like, that's definitely something that would make people say, hey, why would I even try? But that's because you don't understand the online world. In the online world, you can go from being nothing, having $0 in your bank account, to literally buying Rolexes and just living an extravagant lifestyle in like 3 months. Because it is not a linear game. The online world is like an exponential game where you can go from 0 to 100 in literally 2 months. And that is exactly what happened to me. After stopping my lazy procrastination stuff, I had a burst of energy at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I basically decided I'm gonna go build a nice website over the next 6 hours. Literally, I spent from 2 o'clock to like 8 o'clock working on my dropshipping store. And after I finished that, I spent $100 on ads over the next day to test some more ads and another product. And on day 1, that's when I knew I had the jackpot, baby. This stuff worked. The metrics on this this ad, this one creative that I built were impeccable. They were so good that I knew we were gonna blow up. Essentially, we had like a $20 cost, a 2% click-through rate, and 5 sales, and they were profitable on day 1. That's when the craziness started happening, because that's when I started scaling. On the scale, we went ham. On day 1, I surf scaled my way to $270 spent and made $700 just like that. On day 2, I surf scaled my way to $315 spent on ads and made $831 on day 2. On day 3, we did run into some payment problems, only being able to come out with about $356. But on day 4, after spending like $400, we came out with about $816 in revenue. And we eventually scaled our way all the way up to
$3,910.52 made in a single day. That about $1,000 in actual profit. Nasty business on my end, boys. But I'm not gonna make this the peak. We're gonna peak at, I think, $10,000 in a day in revenue for our
I will not lie to you. At this point, I did try to maintain the scale. I did try to keep things getting higher and higher and higher, but it was just not feasible. We couldn't surf scale our way to the top. Basically, we didn't get enough sales to double our budget enough to make more money. Basically, the ads were drying down. So, how much money did we make in profit? Well, first, I want to be more authentic with you guys. The reality is we stopped the store because we ran into payment problems. Things that dropshippers won't tell you about. Long story short, basically, our Stripe and Shopify payments stopped working and were giving us problems with this website and this product. But anyway, how much money did we make in profit? Well, I first want to put things into perspective. After failing on about 7 different products, spending hours making 7 different websites, spending hours on 18 different failed ads that we did test, spending over $900 without actually making money, we were able to go ahead and spend $5,000 on ads on our scale and generate over $18,000 in actual revenue. And after the product costs and everything after the scale, we came out with only about $4,500 in actual profit. But anyway, if you guys want to see the back end, exactly how we did all that I'm talking about, how this store was actually made, watch this video right here where I literally go into depth. 25-minute video, I show you exactly how you can do this for yourself.